today's lesson for course 2 is lesson 810 on volume. Please title your notes lesson 810 volume so you know what the notes are for, that you're taking your notes for. So volume is the amount of cubic units that fill a 3D object. So if you look at this rectangular prism, you can see the water line in here and how much water can fill that up. So it's how much space is inside of a 3D object. And volume is always measured in cubic units. So for example, we have feet cubed, inches cubed, meters cubed, and centimeters cubed. So you're always going to have this little 3 up here when you're finding volume. And a good way to remember that is when you're finding volume, you're always multiplying 3 numbers together, typically the length, the width, and the height of the solid. Now you need to copy these formulas in your notes. The volume of a rectangular prism is area of the base times the height. Now area of the base we show by big B. Not the coffee place, but just the big letter, capital letter B. Area of the base. So that's going to vary for each rectangular solid, whether it's a rectangular prism or it's going to vary for each prism, whether it's a rectangular prism, a triangular prism, or a cylinder. So the area of the base here is length times width times height. So length times width is the area of the base, and then we're going to multiply it by the height. So here we have a triangular prism. So in this case, the area of the base is going to be 1/2 the base times the height, and then you're going to multiply it by the height of the prism. So these two heights are different. They're not the same. One is the height of the base, and one is the height of the prism. So this here is the height of the prism, where this height right here, the height of the base, would be this measurement right here, how high it is. And then finally, volume of a cylinder is area of the base times height. So the area of the base is a circle. So we find area of a circle by multiplying pi times the radius squared, and then we're going to multiply it by the height again. So we always find the area of the base and then multiply it by the height. Make sure you have these copied into your notes. So let's find the area of this rectangular prism. So we know volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. So the area of the base is going to be length times width, and then we're going to multiply it times height. So basically we're going to take our 3 dimensions, the length, the width, and then this here is the height. So we have the length, the width, and the height. So we're going to multiply 3 times 4 times 5. 3 times 4 is 12, times 5 is, 12 times 5 is 60, and it's going to be inches cubed because we're finding volume. So that's how much, if we wanted to fill that up with water, or we wanted to fill that box up with cereal, we would need 60 cubic inches of cereal or water. So we want to find the volume of this triangular prism. So a triangular prism reminds me of those Toblerone candy bars. So how much that candy can we fit inside of that box? So remember, volume is the area of the base times the height. So the area of the base is a triangle, so it's going to be 1/2 the base times the height. So this here is what we want to find the area of the first. So we find 3 times 4 and take half of it. So it's 1/2. It's 3 times 4. And then we still need to multiply it by the height of the prism. So the height of the prism is this right here, 6 centimeters. So we're going to multiply it by 6. So this is going to be the volume. And remember, this here is the area of the base, or the triangle. So 3 times 4 is 12. Half of 12 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. And the unit is centimeters. And since we're finding volume, it's going to be cubed. And then our final object is a cylinder. And this is a paint can, and what we want to know is how much paint can we fit inside of the can. So remember, volume is area of a base times the height. Since the base here, or the bottom, is a circle, we're going to have a circle down here too for the base. We have to know that area. So the area for a circle is pi r squared, and then we're going to multiply it by the height. So this here is the radius, this here is the height. So the volume is equal to 3.14 times the radius, which is 4 squared, times the height, which is 9. And I'm going to need a calculator for this. So 4 squared I know is 16, and then 3.14 times 16 times 9 is 452.16 cubic inches. So that's how much paint could fill that can. I believe that is all for today. So bring your questions to class if you have any. Thanks for listening.